gross.
What? What'd I do?
You burped.
I think it was a belch.
Yeah, it was a man belch.
What's the difference between a belch and a burp?
It's the same thing. Belch just sounds nastier.
Yes, it's more aggressive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Burp sounds like weak, like that. So I belched.
Yuck.
Well, at least it was a Twix. Anyway.
I was supposed to say, give me a break. Oh, wait, that's Kit Kat.
Fancy feast or whatever.
In the office.
Football cream, yeah.
Oh, I need a nap.
Me too. You ready for this?
Yes.
What are we talking about? We didn't even talk about what we're going to talk about, have we?
We could talk about
Lettuce. When you get lettuce. When you get sack lettuce. Now, there's no controversy with me about that.
Hi.
I can't tell. There's like two different versions. One of them says sacks and one of them says stacks. And I don't know which one it should be.
I think sacks.
I think sack sounds better to me too.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like it makes more sense.
Like you're getting a bunch more mail.
This one is from Tony and Savannah Johns, and it's the adorable little animals. And they gave us a donation for Diet Coke and coffee, and we could not be any more grateful for that.
You're speaking our language now.
Yes, like I was just saying, I need a nap, but really I just needed my coffee. Another coffee.
Yes.
Yes, so anyways, but I love that little card too. Look how cute.
Yeah, I knew you'd love that.
And our anonymous person.
Cardinal.
The Cardinal.
Yes, Miss Cardinal.
Yes, so we got a couple letters this week, and we thank you guys. We appreciate you guys so much.
I know, it makes my day. When I open that little mailbox up and there's just something in there, it just thrills my little soul.
I know. Well, that one is inspiring me. Let's talk about pets today.
Let's do it.
Have we done that? I think we've showed them.
Yeah, we showed
Our current pets.
Yes.
But what's the favorite pet you've ever had?
I've had some bad pets in my life, honestly.
Yeah, you're somebody that just don't jive well with pets.
No. I don't get. The ones I get are crazy.
Sure.
Yeah, we had this
just
one.
like all the women and stuff, right?
Yeah, too. Yeah. I thought you were elbowing me, right?
No, I had an itch. Sorry.
I had one called Smokey. And our neighbor would get him up. It's
a dog or a cat?
It's a dog.
Okay.
And they've all been mutts, almost all.
Yeah.
And my neighbor got him up and started playing him like an air guitar.
Aww.
And he peed on the guy, which was great.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
So Smokey was the one I remember the most from my childhood.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about him. He didn't even know his own name. He just ran around, hyper, black dog. I liked him though. He was just a good dog.
Oh, that's sweet.
Then my boys have a dog named Andy.
Yeah.
And he's about 14 or 15 years old now. He's getting long in the tooth. And the dog hates my guts. I see, he was a leftover.
They say that animals are very good judges of character.
This guy's an idiot. This dog didn't know he didn't know come here from Sikkim, to quote an infamous person. But yeah, I sat him on my lap and fed him and the whole 9 yards when we first got him the first day.
Yeah.
After that, he would snap at me every day of my life. You talk about this guy drove me crazy.
He must have had some bad energy.
They say that they took him to the vet and said that he didn't like men. He had a bad experience with men.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So it bit my kid's stepdad. It bit my their grandmother.
Aww.
So he's a pretty mean guy. He's a
pretty mean dog, but they love him.
Oh, and he loves them. He's very protective of my boys.
Yeah.
And their mother.
And he probably sees your boys as kids still.
I know.
Yeah, like innocent kids, yeah.
I know I'm dominating this conversation, and I'm sorry. There's one more story.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. The dog you take your turn, and then I'll take mine.
Okay. There's the dog that turned me off on him because I was reaching around this house.
Yeah.
It's something was in there. I was I'm trying to make sure it was warm. It was
This wasn't your dog?
It was my dog.
Oh, okay.
His name was Bo. And I liked him. He was an old half weenie dog. He's a good old dog for the most part, but I was in there messing around trying to get some stuff to make sure he was warm, because it's getting fall. Next thing you know, I felt something clamp down on my leg.
He was biting you?
No, he pinned his paws against my leg and started humping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was sexually assaulted by my dog.
Oh my gosh.
And when I looked at him, had this crazy look in his eyes. You know what I mean? It's like he had this crazy like, don't move, don't say nothing. You know, like.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's disturbing.
It was. After that, I had nothing for him. I mean, I'm serious. I couldn't care nothing about that dog
Oh
after
my
that.
gosh.
And now that leads me to today, which is, well, we had a cat too. I mean, I don't even throw every pet I've ever had in, but I had this cat that was, did you know this? If they have a yellow eye and a blue eye, they're deaf. Or deaf in one ear, I think it is.
No.
That's what I was told. It's a white cat with a blue eye and a yellow eye. And it was a beautiful
I
cat.
don't know that they're all deaf.
I don't know. That's what I was
Maybe
told.
more likely or something.
Maybe
I don't
that's what it
know.
is. But this cat was,
Weird.
and it was a strange cat too, but, you know, it attacked my feet all the time. If I moved under bed or whatever, it pounced on
It's
me.
just playful.
I know. But,
Yeah.
and now brings me to today, which is the cat I've got now. The
Little G.
Yes, the G-Man, the Jeepers.
Yes.
He's about as...
You got to tell his full name for anybody that doesn't know
Oh,
already.
yeah. It's Giddy Up, Papa, Meow Meow. Now, in all fairness...
G for short.
G for short. In all fairness, I had just seen the Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah.
And Elvira, that song drives me crazy. Every time I go out, I go wild and dance a jig, pee my pants, and everything else. And
Oh my gosh.
Meow, meow. Anyway,
They don't say meow meow.
They say meow.
But
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it'd be funny.
And G's a good boy.
And I thought it'd be funny. This is my inside joke. I was like, if I ever have to take him, like, getting back to the dog Andy. So none of us put any thought into it. My kids just wanted to name him Andy, so it just stopped. Mm-hmm. Well, we go to Kmart up there to get some kind of medicine for him. Mm-hmm. And you know how they put a name on the bottle?
Oh, this is, yeah.
They call
I know where
out,
you're going with this.
yeah, they call out Andy Simmons.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, there's a guy very well known in my hometown,
Right.
Andy Simmons. He was
Had a car lot.
had a car lot. It's Andy
Yeah.
Simmons Auto. So everybody's like confused and thrown off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so of course we told Andy about it. And
My mom bought a car from Andy Simmons.
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
God, he's a great dude.
He's a good car lot.
Yeah, even to be kin to me, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's the pride of our family. But yeah,
So-
that's my stories. Now it's your
So
turn.
maybe Smokey was your favorite?
I think as far as just, I was a young kid. You know how you do. You don't get over your first pet that you have an attachment to.
I don't
I mean,
know.
you know, that you're attached to. You know, I don't know. I don't, he's not my favorite because he just wasn't nothing to him.
Yeah,
But he just, I don't know.
nothing to him.
Well, he
I'm a
wasn't very
big
smart.
pet person.
He
You're
wasn't
not.
smart and he didn't learn any tricks and he couldn't, I just ran around, did his thing, and
And whose fault was that?
probably his. He wasn't very sharp. He wouldn't listen to anything.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't impressed with it.
So I'll go backwards if you're done.
Yeah, I'm back.
So I'll go backwards. So today I have Cowboy and Blaze. And Blaze is a little wild outdoor man, but he's a really good cat. He is so loving. Like, he watches me to come home and he just like snuggles with me. He's so sweet. Cowboy is my little diva man.
Yeah, I know him.
He's very much of a diva, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, he fawns and cries, and he has to have his way, and he has to have loving. He has to have like snacks at a certain time of the day and all this. But I love him. He's my little angel. I mean, he's not really an angel. He's actually kind of mean. He's like what you would imagine as a bratty kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I prefer
Really
Cowboy.
bratty kid.
Me personally, I prefer Cowboy 10 to 1 over
I know
Blaze.
you do, and Blaze loves you.
No, he doesn't love me. He
Is in lust.
he assaults me.
That's what he says.
He assaults me at any given chance. And it's uncomfortable.
And y'all have seen on video sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyways, I had a cat before Cowboy that was my baby, and his name was Pumpkin, and he was the sweetest little thing. Like, he followed me everywhere, and he was so cute. He is a big fat cat like Cowboy is. And like, if I was gonna hang out on the couch in the evenings and watch TV, you know, like sometimes my mom and I would have like snacks, like popcorn or chips or whatever to watch TV. So he got in this habit where he would get food in his mouth and he would come to the couch carrying it, and then he'd drop it and sit with me on the couch, and like as the night went on, he'd take little bites here and there. He was really a fat cat, and like we found him in the big food bowl, and he was just a little bitty kitten eating like the hard food, and he was like sing-songing, and he was going like meow 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 meow. He was just the cutest little thing. But he was a mama's boy. I went to the beach one time with my aunt. I come back after 10 days and he literally jumped in my arms. I've never had a cat.
Wow. Yeah, they don't usually that emotional.
Yeah. But my mom had a cat too, same time. He was older than Pumpkin and he lived longer too, but his name was Fuzzy. We always said that was my brother, and he's still like my brother. He's like, he was the sweetest cat that's ever lived. Like, he would get on me like a baby. He'd put his paws around my neck.
Oh my gosh.
And his legs around my waist, and he'd like to be carried like that. He was just the sweetest thing. We've had a lot of cats, a lot of good cats.
Yeah.
Cream Bella, I love her cat now, Daisy.
Oh yeah.
I like her cat Breeze, but he don't like me. But the little girl Daisy cat, she's so cute and she's so funny. She's just wild.
Yeah, you can see it in her eyes, man. That cat is.
She's wild.
She's wild and untamed.
Yeah, but I love it.
Well, untamable.
And then I've always been a cat person. We'd had a dog when I was little, but he bit me, so Mom gave him to somebody else. I was like 3 or 4, and you know how that is. So.
Oh yeah.
But my dog Palin, he was on video some, like when I first started on here, being on video. So some of you guys have seen him, but we went to a trash dump and he was there eating styrofoam, and me and him made eye contact. And I always said it was love at first sight. He was like my soulmate. I love that dog so much. He was so good. Like, he was wild. He was a handful when he was younger, but he was just my baby too. Like, I miss him
I
so
was
much.
attached to him too. He was
Yeah.
he was a character.
He was so sweet.
He was a real character.
Yeah, he was my baby. Have you ever had any like strange pets? Like, I had a rabbit once.
Oh, we used to get turtles.
Oh, I had a goldfish when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Named Bob, or What About Bob? Because I love
Beautiful,
Bill
yeah,
Murray in
that's a
that
great
movie. Yeah.
a
So
great
have you
movie.
had any unconventional pets?
Had turtles. Had several turtles.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
always wanted a turtle.
Yeah, had fish. I had some of those kinds of things. That's pretty much it.
So, my Uncle Lonnie, I love my Uncle Lonnie. He passed away from ALS a couple of years ago, but he worked on a farm, and like part of his job was like tending to sick animals. So he's pretty much like an amateur vet. He was a farm hand, but he was like an amateur vet. And like if he found animals out in the wild that needed help too, like he would nurse them back to health. So like he had this orphan deer that was hanging around his house, and he bottle fed it. So I got to bottle feed a deer.
Oh, wow.
And
That's nice.
he had
Legal.
I know. Well, but still, it was around his house. It was in the woods, and
Yeah.
it was a sweet little deer. The funny thing is that, I mean, it's not funny at all. It's horrible. The game warden actually did come in and get this deer, and they put it in like a national forest, and it was killed by a hunter.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, it was like flying around his house.
Yeah.
But
Never
anyways,
fails.
I know. There you go. That's policies for you. But he had also brought in this squirrel one time. Something like its leg was broken or
It
something.
sounds like Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Painter, he always had a squirrel on
Oh,
an
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
He loves squirrels.
Well, anyways, while he was nursing it back to health, it had this big, huge cage, and you could hand it a grape, and it would get a grape, and it would twirl it like this, and take the skin off of it, and then it'd eat like the soft part.
Like eating corn on the cob almost.
Yeah, it was so cute.
That's awesome.
So I've been around all kinds of animals. Goats, and sick calves.
Well, how in the world did I forget this? My dad,
Cows.
you know where my mom and dad lived down in Dorian, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had, they got a horse and a donkey.
Yeah, I love donkeys.
My dad got it. Oh, this was the meanest thing you ever saw.
Aw.
And the big horse, who I loved, was supposedly mine, was called Apollo. And we decided to name the other one Creed
Oh, yeah.
after the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
And that thing tried to eat my brother up, my little brother. He'd try to feed it, and that thing would come after him. And
The donkey?
Oh yeah, mean as a snake. And then they escaped one time. We had some land down in Dorian Bottom, and they escaped and went into Hidden Valley of all places, which you know where that's a pretty nice
Yeah.
subdivision. So my aunt and uncle.
Pretty far from where you grew
Oh
up.
yeah, way. Wouldn't even know how to get there from there.
Yeah.
And somehow the horses were walking up and down the streets of Hidden Valley. So Dad had to go over and round them up and get them back over to Dorian Bottom somehow. So
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's funny. I remember that story too.
I almost had a Shetland pony, but we told that story on here.
We told that story on the Dollywood video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had a few strange pet encounters.
Yeah.
My dad would always bring home some old crazy thing, and my mom was never. I mean, he loves pets. He'd have thousands
Me
of them.
too.
But she couldn't stand it. He could put pit bulls, and some of them just loyal to him, hated everybody else.
Yeah, my Palin was mostly pit bull.
Really?
He was he was a mix, but he was mostly pit bull, and he was the biggest baby ever. Sorry, I had to adjust.
I was trying to see what street I'm on. But yeah, Dad was so funny when he took Bo, one dog I saw him earlier, whose full name was Beauregard, after General Beauregard. I thought he kind of looked like General Beauregard, but anyway, short to Bo. But anyway, he took him to the vet. Looked around the room, there's like all these pet owners with their pets, and he said, "Bo, you're the ugliest dog."
Poor Bo.
Well, he had the red mange or whatever, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, he's just speaking the truth, I guess.
Poor little Bo.
Poor little Bo.
Poor little Bo.
It's good memories, son, all these pets.
I know. I love animals.
Me too.
And we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yes.
Tell us about your favorite animal or the most eccentric animal. I've always wanted like a skunk or a raccoon or something.
Oh, I wanted a monkey, because
My papa had a monkey, but it was before I was born.
yeah.
And my mama ended up saying, it's me or the monkey. And he got rid of the monkey.
That's a
Because
tough
I think
call.
that it liked to throw its own excrement.
Yeah.
And I guess my mama got stuck cleaning that up. So I don't blame her.
That would take too many. Take too many times of that
Yeah. Yeah, so we'd love to hear from you guys. Tell us about your favorite animals or the most eccentric that you've ever had. And anyways, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and Real Appalachia if you haven't yet either.
Yes.
And I guess we'll see y'all down the road.
Yes.